And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense will go to work first. Boy, you can go down the list of classic endings in this series, and last year we had one with the Canes pulling it out.
And Miami was the one who got to celebrate because they eked it out, they got the close win, and more importantly, Palmer, they got to brag for a year about beating their in-state rival, Florida State.
And they're hoping they can do that for another year, and they know that this is going to be another dogfight. This is simply one of those games at the start of the year. Miami, Florida State, you know someone's winning, but it's not going to be by a lot of points. Miami's hoping they can make it 2 in a row.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Here we go. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Noles will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On his way back from the 20. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. And he'll be matched up on the other side with another guy who's one of the most productive running backs in the game. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the ground with the counter. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Trying the left side. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find consequences.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Canes are rolling down the field. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on.
And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now he's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Lofton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Here's Mensah to throw. Unloads it left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. caught in the backfield. It's Vaughn. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with his 7-0 lead. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Got a man, it's Lofton.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release on the RPO. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Fletcher. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the air. It's Daniels. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here's a heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. This rivalry has a deep and storied history. Plenty of memorable moments. Here are a few of them. First play of the period, 1st down here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on 1st down. The short hands, it's Robinson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Quarterback making adjustments. Mensa. Got it in the middle. It's Lofton.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
The Canes come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll try to power their way ahead. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Pulls it in. It's Vaughn. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And the Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Pringle. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
At first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here's Mensa to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
Number 94, set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Wide open downfield. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida State.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Bringing it back. And the returner is stopped. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Catch in the middle, it's Jacobs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. Lost a fire on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. In the red area, it's Pringle. Finding some room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Mensah. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
Number 94, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Let's go to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Canes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Miami's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Mensah to throw. The screen, he can go. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good.
Maybe some room here. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing, Mensah, under fire, and down he goes.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, this jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We've got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Canes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Looking left. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. After the filthy move, he's got room. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
The defense have been doing a pretty good job bottling this guy up. They knew that was a big key in this game, but this guy's got the ability where it just takes one, David, and that was the play right there. Nice vision, able to get into the open field, and his speed did the rest.
And that's why you keep handing him the football. Like, he's going to get stopped, sure, but any given moment, he can make the big play for this offense. They'll keep feeding him because he is that dude.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Hurricanes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Mensah. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's Lofton. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
It's a running room. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the red zone, it's Pringle. There's a crease. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So,
and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hurricane! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They feed him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got his man downfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And the Hurricanes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Working for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. Great place to start for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Miami, 56. Florida State, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
They